been a long time. We started out with her parents, and hadn't been for them when we first started and got married, we wouldn't have been able to have any vacation. So our vacation was going to let Grandma and Grandpa see kids. And we sure had a lot of fun. I'm sure most of you, at least your brothers, remember the presents in the fall at Dodge City.
Laying on the yard.
And then the fishing trips that I had with George, and all the adventures that he took me on. Boy, there were some good ones there. And it's just been, for me, it's been real enjoyable to see you guys all as you've grown up and went out in the world, and all the things you've done and all you've accomplished. It's been a real joy and a good experience. And of course, I want to have to thank the most, and first, and Norma, how she put up with me for 50 years, I'll never know. But without her, I wouldn't have been able to do hardly anything, or I wouldn't have been able to do anything worthwhile. And then the 3 kids we had, we couldn't ask for better kids. Although, of course, all kids cause you little problems, especially girls. But that's all right. Sandy's finding out what goes around comes around. So, Michelle, but just remember, in a couple of years, it'll be your turn. So, don't get too smug about it. And then, of course, we got Steve, who we didn't think was ever going to get through high school. And then he ends up with 3 degrees and a published author to boot now. And there for years now, he's been telling us that all these layoffs, and he's going to get laid off, he's going to get laid off.
Forever.
The company sold out twice, and he's still there working and going strong. So whatever it is he does, and we've never figured out, it must be real good at what he does, and we're real proud of all.
Now hold on, he comes by that honestly. 'Cause we never figured out what you did either.
Top secret, CIA.
I just sat behind a desk and told other people to do stuff. And then, of course, Sandy, she had some awful good accomplishments too, becoming a CPA, but then she never went into the CPA business for a long time. So, but I think raising 4 kids like that was probably more of a job than anything else you could ever done. And then Aaron come along, and that was a surprise. And
I appreciate it.
That was a new experience too, with first one that really got into sports, so we got indoctrinated in going to all the games and everything, and really enjoyed it. And again, we're real proud of all 3 of them getting college degrees, and all of them going out and doing extremely well for themselves. I'll even have to that Sandy did, I think real well. At first, I didn't think so, but I finally come to realize that we was pretty lucky to get Chris in the family. That, he done all right.
I'm recording this.
He's pretty cool too about, and they go down to Wilmington and buy this big old 150-year-old house or whatever it is. Then he invites me down and says, "Oh, hey, Dad, we got these doors to put in." And it wouldn't have been so bad, but the day we put in, the weekend we put in the 3 doors. And the time we got to the last one, I think it was down to
40
0
below.
or something.
And 40 below wind chill.
And we was out there on the northeast corner of the house, trying to get that door in real quick. But we've enjoyed it. The kids they've raised, the success they've had, and then all of our grandkids that we've had. First one being Bill, who is extremely stubborn. He still won't listen to me. He's going to be an accountant or in the financial field. You know, I don't care what he says. He's going to start off on biology now, but he'll be back to back, and you wait and see. And Mark, I understand that in the next few years he's going to have his own TV show on the Cooking Channel. He's going to be a chef, and he's pretty darn good at cooking already. So I sure hope you succeed on that, Mark. And then you know, send your scraps to us when we really get on and can't afford to buy it. Then we have Michelle, the budding artist, and I really appreciate all the work that Michelle did getting these decorations ready. She come all the way over to our house one Saturday to start putting them together and helping her grandmother do it. And poor old Cody had to go the whole weekend without Michelle around. But she's very talented. She's got this picture that the grandmother said she wanted a picture for her to paint, hang up in the living room. And provided it was good. If it wasn't good, then she wasn't going to hang it up. If it's good, she could hang it up in the living room. And that wasn't supposed to take too long, and that was a year or so ago. Michelle keeps coming up with excuses why it isn't done, and she actually said it was supposedly finished, but then still at school or something. So we're
done.
It's done. We're anxious to see it. And then we have Jeff. He's our budding magician.
And we have a song to play
Yeah.
for
Yeah, this kid just started, what's the 9th grade? 10th grade?
you. Ninth grade.
9th grade. He's already writing his own music and recording it. He plays, every time we talk to him, 6 instruments now, every time we talk to him, he's bought a new one. He started out, if I can keep this straight, started out in grade school on a cello. I wasn't a big enough challenge, so then he switched to the big bass, because that was a bigger challenge. And then about the same time, his mom got him taking piano lessons. Before. And actually he was a little older, I think, than most of the kids. Just a real good piano teacher had in her classes, but from the very start, he did extremely well. And I don't think he practiced a whole lot either. In times we go around, I've never seen him practice more than a couple minutes. But he did well, and now he has electric keyboard, and then he bought a bass guitar, and then he bought a mandolin, and now I heard he bought organ keyboard. And
Wants drums.
and he wants drums.
And a ukulele.
Anyhow, we're extremely proud of all of them, and for some, I don't know where all of his music talent comes from. His mother wasn't bad at it, but he surpassed his mother, I believe. And then we have Bethany, our two little ones, and Miriam. And what they're gonna be, other than a handful, I really don't know. And Julie, don't forget her, of course, Aaron brought her into the family, but Julie, what did you do when you were young to have those two little girls to pay you back for what you did with your mother?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I would repent.
What?
We've been extremely blessed to have such wonderful kids and grandkids
And kids-in-law.
and in-laws, son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws. And then we have Lorna with Steve, and we enjoy her. She's fun. We get her wound up real quick and easy. Especially Chris. Chris just loves to torment her.
I love him back.
But she's extremely talented. She's put together a video of all the pictures that you guys have gotten sold and put together and whatever else. And how they do all this, I have no idea, but we really appreciate it. And we thank you for all the effort you put in it. And Labor, you're part of the family, even though you may not want to claim it.
I appreciate it.
You're here, you're part of it.
In Savannah.
In Savannah, we don't get to see her very often. She's, I still haven't figured out how she can put up with Mark when she's such a good student and steady. Mark is such a goof off.
I'm working on that.
And then, of course, I want to mention, he's not here, Michelle's boyfriend, Cody. So,
Who gets her home on time?
gets
Who gets her home on time?
Cody's a good kid.
Football player. I've really appreciated all the time and all the interaction I've had with the whole Melville clan. It's been a real joy for me. I'm glad to have my brother Ronald and sister-in-law Mary here. Up until the last few years with them living out in California and me back here, and I always thought California, especially Los Angeles, was a foreign country anyhow. I didn't want to travel to a foreign country. So for years and years, we've seen each other very seldom on a few special occasions when they'd come back until a few years ago. And then we finally got a chance to go out there and spend some time with them. And since then, we've been able to take a couple trips together. And now that they've moved a little over halfway closer, we get to see each other a whole lot more, and we enjoy that.
And you found out California wasn't a foreign country.
Well, we're not too sure about
Oh,
that.
I don't
Maybe
know.
now it wasn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say now, you might have to at least learn Spanish now. And then, of course, Nellie, who, as far as we're concerned, is definitely one of the family, and we've really enjoyed and all the things we did together. And it's been quite a few, and having her closer here than Denver has been a real blessing too, and a joy. So that's about all I can think of. I hope I haven't left anybody out. You've all been so important to us that we really appreciate it. Dorothy, you want to say something?
No, I'm like crying.
Oh, I should say something.
Speech.
I appreciate
Sing
all
it
of
up and turn.
I don't want to.
Don't be shy, Norma.
I am. No, if it hadn't been for Dean, I don't know what I would have done. He's always been there for me, and my best friend and my love. And I can't imagine what my life would have been like. But I appreciate all of you, all the grandkids, all the kids, my brothers. Even though we have never really been real close, I'm glad the last few years we've been able to get together a little more often and get to know each other. Bob and I was talking, Bob and I hated each other our whole life. Never could get along. But we decided we like each other now, so we're doing okay. We're just not too sure how long a period of time we can stand to being around each other, but a few days is great. Well, we used to sleep in the same bed, and I think that's what started our downhill.
What happens when you live in a one-bedroom house?
Yeah, we used to sleep on, I was telling Tom and Steve last night, we used
It
to
wasn't
sleep
a
on
bed
the
even.
fold-out couch in the living room.
And you always wound up in the
crowd.
valley and then pushing me off the bed.
That's right.
Hadn't changed.
That's right. I had practice from the time I was born. But I appreciate all of this sharing. My best sister-in-law, second best. Since Mary was the first one, and you're the second one. So it's been, I appreciate all of you. It's been so great. I'm sorry Sybil isn't here. I wish she could be there. But I'm glad all of you came, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad the boys dressed up good. Some of them really do. So that's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to play Jeff's song for you. If it's still on there.
All of you kids, keep on with the projects. He still has room in the workshop for a few more tools.
I never did check. Are we on the list with that coffee table or not?
Yeah, it's on the list.
I'm on a list for a quilt rack. He's got a long list, I bet. Gotta keep him busy, keep him out of trouble.
You get bored if you wasn't busy.
This is a song that Jeff wrote and recorded. Where's Jeff?
Went to the bathroom.
Hiding out.
He went to the bathroom.
Did you see, is he embarrassed?
Congratulations.
Thank you.